Hey guys, it's Joe here from Style You by Joe. And hate to admit it, but it's true. There are some things I'm just not good at. I know. Who would have thought that? One of those things is baking, and I'm pretty sure I know why. Baking is more an exact science where cooking you can throw together, you can whip things up. With baking, yeah, that's good. With baking, you have to be a little bit more precise. And I'm pretty sure that's where I fail because I like to just wing it, as you've seen. But every year come Christmas, I swear that this is going to be the year that I bake cookies. So, this is going to be the year that I bake cookies. I was at Giant and I picked up a copy of Savory, and you can see it's all full of Christmas cookies. Now, I was flipping through and I thought, oh yeah, that looks good, and oh yeah, that looks nice. And then I saw something that took me back to my childhood. It's an icebox cookie. And I remember being a small child and my great-grandmother or my grandmother making them, and not understanding why we weren't going to make them right away, because they need to sit, because they need to get cold. And the great thing about what I'm about to do is you can actually put them in the freezer and pull them out when you're ready. So tonight it is literally 8:45. I'm going to put these together. I'm going to drop them into the freezer, and I'm going to forget about them until I'm ready to make it. So I'm making a lemon cranberry ice cookie. The recipe is in the Savory magazine, like I said. It's one package of Betty Crocker sugar cookie mix. Yes, a lot of it is measured out for you, which is why I think I could actually do this one. It calls for 3 tablespoons of flour. It calls for 1 stick of melted butter. It calls for 1 egg. It calls for the zest of 1 lemon. It calls for a whole tablespoon of lemon juice. It calls for 3/4 of a cup of cranberries, and it calls for 2 cups of sugar. Again, this is pretty simple. So I have my KitchenAid mixer right here, which I love, so I better use it. So I'm going to unlock it. I'm just going to take the package and dump that in. Make sure that all goes in. Because again, it's pre-measured, so let's not mess this up. I take the 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to take the 3 tablespoons of flour. Now, when I crack an egg, because I don't bake a lot, I always make sure to have a clear glass bowl to crack it into. That way, if a piece of shell gets in there, I can fish it out because, well, we don't want shells in our cookies. Ew. And this egg is from my friend Andy and Marcy from their chickens. So I know it's fresh. I know where it's been. So I'm just going to lock that into place. I put that on about a 2. And I'm going to get the melted butter from the microwave. I'm just going to slowly drizzle that in there. There's a little bit that wasn't melted. Let's get that in there. And it's starting to come together. So you just want to push down the sides of the bowl so it comes together. Turn that off for a second, unlock it. I'm going to put the 1/3 of a cup of cranberries in there. This is the zest of the lemon and the lemon juice. Scrape that in there. down just a little bit. Lock it in place. And just let that come together. So again, I remember, like I said, I remember my great-grandmother, my grandmother making these. And we actually had an enclosed porch that they would set it on. And again, I get so mad that we weren't going to make them right away, because why were we doing all this great stuff that I couldn't taste right away? Just quick scrape this down one more time. Lock it into place. I'm going to unlock the bowl. Now I have this sheet that I use whenever I'm doing pizza or something along that line. So I'm just going to dump that out into there. Now what you want to do is you want to divide this into 2 portions. Preferably equal portions. And then you want to just knead it into a roll or into a log. You want to take your parchment paper . Look, it's sealed when you buy it new. Huh, who knew? You're going to transfer your logs to the parchment paper. You're going to wrap it in saran wrap, and then you're going to drop that into the refrigerator or the freezer. I've literally been talking for 10 minutes, and we're done. Now, when you're done and you're ready to use this, you're going to pull it out of the freezer. You're going to turn your oven to 375. You're going to position the racks on that 3rd rack, and you're going to cook it for 15 minutes or until golden brown. You want to turn it halfway through, and there you go. You let them cool. You don't even need to ice them. These are this good. Guys, if I can do this, who self-proclaim I can't bake, you can do this. Try it yourself at home. Stay stylish, and I'll talk to you soon.